again, everyone. This is Unique Harris's mom, missing from Washington, D.C. since October 10th, 2010. I am coming back at you all to discuss a couple of things that I feel like needed to be addressed. Mainly when it comes to my and Unique social media. First, I have gotten a wealth of responses, most good, some bad, but that's just with anything, I guess. To all the people that have asked me certain questions that are sensible and non judgmental of my daughter, and any of these cases of missing, exploited, unresolved homicides, sex and human trafficking that I do advocate and am an activist for, as well as other social issues that the foundation that I formed for Unique to carry on her legacy, which is URLH Foundation One.org. From the social media and her website, I have received a question multiple times in reference to subscriptions to Unique's social media platforms, my platforms, as well as, any other media outlets outside of the social media conglomerate, I will call it, that are directly sent to me. Number one, what I need to address is the subs for the groups and the subscription only outlets and platforms that I have created for Unique, as well as all the other cases that Team Unique Harris represents, in my opinion and in my efforts. Um, the number one question that I think I get asked is, as far as the subs go and things of that nature, is how much does it cost? The sub subscriptions for my personal subscriber Facebook page is only 99 cents a month. Now, any of you that have social media platforms and have, you know, started membership platforms are well aware of the fact that those membership fees can be astronomical. In my opinion, they can be. I always start at the lowest monetary scale. And that means anytime you subscribe to Unique or my platform, there is at maximum a dollar fee, $1, which is less than our politicians and a lot of other um, organizations and event planners and so forth and so on request. Now, in that 99 cents a month, you get exclusive content because if you all have noticed, I've pivoted away from um, a more public persona when it comes to Unique's case, which I have my reasons for. I believe any parent that has been in this god awful situation of the loss of a child or the abduction of a child or the sex trafficking of a child or the unresolved murder of a child, can understand how the public will attack your loved one. So that's reason number one for me pivoting to private groups that can be closely monitored. And as I've said on my social media already, there are just some trolls out here that I need to weed out. And by the grace of God, over the last 14 years, I've done pretty good at weeding out those just nosy just to be nosy people. So, pivoting over into a more private group setting outside of my public and Unique's public social media outlets and genres, because I do still have both public and private. But the private is going to be a whole lot more exclusive, because I firmly believe in giving people something for their money. Um, as I have to make fun of people all the time that, say, oh, she's getting rich off her daughter. Why are you trying to, get your come up off your daughter? And I'm like, well, I tell you what, first of all, you can switch places with me at any given moment that you choose to. Um, and walk in my shoes before you come for me. Because at the end of the day, whether it's Unique's GoFundMe account, whether it's Unique's Cash App account, whether it's Unique's other outlets like PayPal and so forth and so on, you can combine all of them together over the last 14 years and you will not find riches as far as monetarily, because it doesn't exist, because it hasn't happened. Now, I will say over the last, I want to say 14 years, Unique's donation and fundraising efforts have probably grossed $2,500 in 14 years. Okay, just for the record, for those people that want to put their 2 cents where they don't know what they're talking about. And not only that, for that 2,500 or some odd dollars, which I'm starting at a higher scale just to be safe about what I'm saying, 95% of that money has gone back into things such as Unique merch or t-shirts, things like that, because contrary to what may be believed, I believe in giving people something for their money, because people work hard for their money. I work hard for my money. So I know the value of a dollar, which brings me back to all of Unique subscriptions, and when you can, star the story or post or whatever. The stars are like, I think, like 30 cents every time you do a star, or 30 cents for 30 stars or something like that. But in any case, it's a minimal amount of money as far as the stars go. Now the subs, 99 cents a month. And the high scale of that they had as far as an option for me to choose was like $10 a month. So you can do your calculations from there. Now, with Unique's subscriptions that people sign up for and become a part of, that comes with that 99 cents that I'm telling you about. It comes with badges and exclusive benefits, such as exclusive content as far as new, up to date updates on Unique, as well as my live footage that I'm doing and have done over the last 14 years as far as my private, personal live streams. It also comes with a discussion group um, that has an open discussion and exclusive, like I said, live access. Um, like, for example, my intention is when we go out to the wooded area in DC where the GPS stopped that morning after she was taken. I plan to live stream that footage of the recovery of Unique's remains as well as those steps leading up to it. Now, all this and extra what I'm getting ready to tell you about is included in this 99 cents a month. We also have private discussions where we open up a group for, or a discussion rather, for people that want to anonymously ask questions or anonymously give some insight on, what they may think of that we can use in these cases to help us in our journey to find our loved one or find justice for our loved one. Um, we have new member shout outs. I personally shout out new members. I believe it's every week. Um, and we also shout out the top contributors of these 99 cents a month subscribers and those private groups that we have. Um, we also give our members 5 featured comments every month of their own, not of ours, of their own. Um, and like I said, it's a different scenario, like when it comes to my Instagram, because every time you hit the star, that is like 29 cents, 30 cents, something like that, I believe, where you actually purchasing stars to support. Um, Again, under $1. So I'm just dispelling all of these notions that I'm getting wealthy or rich off of my daughter's situation, which I will not address this again. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've already addressed this at least a couple of times, and this is the last time I intend to address that, because at the end of the day, when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about, they don't deserve an explanation or arise from a person, that is living in my world, especially when they haven't walked in my shoes or any of our shoes out here looking for our children or justice for our children or our family member or our loved one. How dare you try to judge us? But in any case, let me move on. Also included in that is a free sign up to Unique's website. Again, that website is www.urlhfoundation1.org. I believe everyone has already gotten the information as far as the Cash Apps and those other donation GoFundMe accounts and things like that. But I will be addressing that again, and putting that out, information out there again at a later date with a later video or engagement with Unique's followers. I also want to say that in that 99 cents a month, you also get um, access to Unique's following worldwide, which Unique's following to date over these 14 years. Unique's reach and Unique's following spans 10 countries worldwide, 8 cities in the United States of America, in Lagos, Nigeria, and even Baghdad, Iraq. I checked the stats. I know the stats, um, which most of you that know me know I'm pretty much on top of all these things that our Team Unique Harris. It's not to say that I don't trust anybody with these things. It's just to say that if I'm going to be held responsible by people for what is said or what is done or anything like that, I prefer for it to be me. I have no problem with taking responsibility and accountability if I make an error in, a statistic or, a detail or something like that. I don't have a problem with taking my own accountability and responsibility because that's what grown women, aka Nubian queens, do. We take accountability and responsibility. Okay, and also I want to give a special shout out to all of Unique's followers that have stuck in here with us, period. Whether it's the whole 14 years or whether you're a new member and just now learning of Unique's case, I want and need for all of you to know that you are extremely appreciated. I say what I mean and I mean what I say, and anybody that knows me or has followed me these years knows that I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And what I will say is none of this 14 years would have been possible without God and Unique's avid supporters. I don't think you all even realize how you all inspired me higher, especially on those days where I'm like, God, I just can't do it no more. I look at the love and engagement and connection that Unique's case has made around the world. And I say to myself, Valencia, you cannot let all of these people down. You cannot, and I do not. I'm very avid at making sure I respond one way or another to everyone that reaches out to me. Just to reach out to me or in reference to Unique's case. Because I get a little bit testy myself when I reach out to a person, whether they're famous, normal, in my everyday life, even if it's just saying hello to a person and they don't respond back. I know how that makes me feel, and I don't like it. So I don't do that to other people. I know there are so many famous people, have millions and millions and millions of people that follow them. And when their followers give them all the accolades and, fame, fanfare, and, responses and comments and things like that, they won't even respond back. So that's the main reason that I respond personally to everyone that engages, comments, or replies to me or Unique social media. And if I haven't done that one or two times, you people can definitely reach out to me and my people, because I don't like that, and I don't do that, and I don't want to do that to anyone else. So anyone that has reached out to Unique or my social media and have not received a response, and I don't care how long ago it was, please inbox me, instant message me, DM me, text message me, email me, get a message to me, because I will definitely have a conversation with you and apologize to you for not responding to you. Personally, I will reach out and respond. And I normally try to respond on a light day, I guess, within 24 hours. Sometimes it takes me a little bit longer because I have a lot of things that be going on, just like everybody else in the world. But I will get back to you, because I definitely would owe you and do owe you an apology if that is a fact. Which is another reason why I don't allow anybody other than myself to control Unique's and my social media pages, because, as I said, I like to be responsible and accountable for what I do. I can't be accountable for what somebody else does. And that's not to say that I don't have trusted people in my arena. That's not the case, because actually I am going to start delegating some things to other trusted individuals. I just haven't reached that point yet. So, with all that being said, I also wanted to answer one of the top questions that I get answered all the time, especially by other family members in search of their loved one. That question is, what's happening in Unique Search? And I'm going to answer that by saying recovery efforts have been established. And as I said before, there's a whole forensic team that is, they have to do the excavation and all that other sort of thing. So all that is is being put methodically and systematically in place. Um, and as I said, on my private social media, Unique's private social media, those things will be posted. Just like, I posted, stuff that happened inside the courtroom. I posted a picture of the guy that actually murdered Unique, which has received a 35-year prison sentence. Um, but these things are private, and that's how I deal with them, in a private way, because everything is not for everybody. I had to learn that the hard way, but everything is not for everybody. So, on that note, yes, the search is underway. The recovery efforts are on the way. And with all this being said, let me wrap up this video by saying again how much I truly, truly appreciate and love all of unique supporters of these last 14 years. As I said, it's worldwide. It amazed me when it went worldwide. I mean, I said it, and God let it happen. Like I said, 10 countries, okay? 8 U.S. cities, Lagos, Nigeria, as well as Baghdad, Iraq. Whew, imagine that. But in any case, I'm going to wrap up this video for now. I hope I've updated you guys and given you all more information on how to engage with the private groups and where Team Unique Harris is pivoting and moving into at this phase of Unique's case. And you notice how I still say Unique's case because it's still an active case. But in any case, we love you all. Take care, be blessed, and see you next time.